Alright. I am now unmuted. Let's see. There's the Stimpy Pimps. I have not streamed in, like, a while, and I haven't uploaded. I didn't upload for all of 2023, so, yes. Welcome, everyone. This is interesting. Quite a bit's gone on for the past year. Things are quite a bit different. And I'm going to be gaming. Going to be playing the Crash and Spyro trilogies for the 1000th time, and CTR. Not the first time I've streamed those games. Probably won't be the last. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Bizhawk shuffler. I'm not sure if people know what that is. Maybe I'll just start, and I'll just kind of explain that as we go. So, alright, let me see what I'm doing here right now. I see Frederick, I see Grimmy Will Devour Your Soul, and Switchblade, who I don't remember exactly, but yes, this is the Stimpy Land. A.k.a. Monstro, a.k.a. Michael, a.k.a. just Michael. I honestly just want to be Michael now. I've decided, fuck aliases. I'm just gonna plop my dick on the table and say, my name's Michael. You gotta deal with it, I am the Michael. Anyway, let's get it started. So let's see, what am I doing here? I go here, recent scripts, and we're going to start a new session. Alright, now you're going to have to tell me how the volume is. I don't know how it's going to be. It might be kind of loud. It might not be. I'm not sure. Alright, so this is the Bizhawk Shuffler, and the gimmick with the Bizhawk Shuffler is that basically it will randomly switch games at random intervals. You can set what the interval will be. I have a minimum interval of 10 seconds, a maximum interval of 2 minutes. So anywhere between 10 seconds and 2 minutes, I will just suddenly switch to another game. And there's no rules about when a switch can happen. It's just, you're in the middle of the game and you switch. So you can switch while you're in midair. In fact, you often do, I've found, which is kind of funny. And, yeah, you could just switch while you're in midair, and then when you switch back, you're just right back in midair in that game. The order of the games is also random. Like, right now I'm starting with Crash 2, but I could have just as easily started with Crash 1. I'm going to be going for 100% in Crash 1, 100% in Crash 2, 105% in Crash 3, 101% in CTR, just doing Adventure Mode, and then 100% in Spyro, 120% in Spyro 1. Oh, okay, and we have our first switch. You're gonna get used to that. We have 100% in Spyro 2, and then 117% in Spyro 3. Spyro... What was I gonna say? I think this is Spyro 3. Yes, this is. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, so we're going to be doing that. Playing all the games to 100%. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be going for skill points in Spyro 2 and 3. How is the volume, by the way, if people in the chat could let me know? I would appreciate that. In fact, you know what, hold on. Let me just really quick, while I have this right here, I want to just switch these. I want to have my chat close to me like this. Oh, there we go. That's good. That's much better. Hello, Drake's Cove. Alright. This game is fucking lit. We gotta do money bags as the icon. Yep, okay, audio's good. I'm glad. I tested it a bit before I started. Oh, okay, we're starting another game. Oh, I can just look at the top of the window and it tells me what game it is. Yeah, I know, I am a phony. Also, hello, Kid Rororo. I am a cheating bitch. I'm a liar. Because I should say, I've done the Shuffler with the Crash trilogy, just the 3 games. I've done it with the Spyro trilogy, just the 3 games. I've never done it with CTR, so that's something I'm interested to try. That's the one game I haven't tried with this. And I was gonna just do the 6 games, but then I thought throw in CTR, because that'll kind of be the wild card. That's the one I'm not used to doing in the shuffler. And also, that would make it 7 games. So we're on a quest to get 7 out of 7, just as the Founding Fathers intended. So yeah. There's a lot to talk about, because I have not uploaded for an entire year, and I haven't streamed for, like, quite a bit longer. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope it's been peaceful in the 5 worlds. Let's see. The adventure begins. God, this game is fucking sick. Lads, this is the best game of all time. I don't know if, it is going to be chaotic. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've done this before. It's really fun. RT Yule is back. Nice. I missed you, RT Yule. Haven't thought about you in forever. And Panny. It is honestly, like, at this point, I've decided that just the Crash and Spyro trilogies are, like, my favorite games, full stop. Like, they are just the best. I was watching the Game Awards. That was a fucking mistake. I was doing it with one of my friends, and he laughed really hard because I said, you know what, guys? At this point, just fuck literally every game that isn't Crash and Spyro. Just every game is bad, except for those. This is CTR. Yeah, real. Exactly. It is real. It's true. It's just, like, literally every other game is bad. Crash and Spyro are the only good games. That's not actually true. I was playing a game I played most recently was Super Hot, which, that is a great game. It's mercifully short, infinitely replayable. It's got a really nice aesthetic, and it's also so accessible. Alright, CTR, this is the wild card. This is the one that I'm not gonna be doing it. Yeah. No, for real. The Game Awards is, like, just to make fun of it with friends. Who are we playing in adventure mode? Do we want Coco or Engine? I'm gonna go with one of them. When I switch back to CTR, because now I'm doing Crash Warped. When I switch back to CTR, I'll let chat decide. Well, choose right now, actually, so that when I switch back, yeah. And yeah, exactly. Game Award. You know, for half of the Game Awards, I was just, like, talking over it in our little group call. And for the other half, this is the best intro of all time, by the way. Super Hot Mind Control Delete. That's interesting. I have that on Steam. I've never played it. I actually I built a new computer recently, which was really nice. Well, specifically, I tried to build it and failed, and then I just paid a guy to do it for me. And after some tinkering, he got it to work. And I'm actually running Arch Linux. Yes, exactly. This is the best intro of all time, like, literally. Like, literally every other game is bad. Fuck every other game. It's just Crash and Spyro. Those are the only ones that matter. Specs of the new PC? I don't know. Fucking, it's like a pretty modern system. The main thing is, because I'm actually running on Linux, I'm not actually using Windows. Crash, why must you always come in my butt? Oh, okay. Did we choose? Nobody in chat chose if we're doing Engine or Coco. Let's see, I'm gonna go... I always play Coco, I feel like. I'm gonna go Engine. Fuck it. Okay, someone said Coco. Okay, everyone... 2 people are saying Coco. Okay, people are saying Coco. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, sorry, Drake's Cove. I'm doing Coco. Michael. Yeah. Democracy has won, unfortunately, yeah. Democracy's kind of cucked, to be honest, gamers. Now what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, basically, it's like a modern PC. I'm using Linux, and Valve has, like, a lot of their tools that they developed for gaming on Linux. That's kind of the whole gestalt behind the Steam Deck, is the idea to have gaming on Linux, so that they can kind of wrestle control of gaming away from Microsoft, because Microsoft's kind of got, like, obviously a vice grip on the PC market space. So they have a tool called Proton, which has support for like a lot of different kind of video cards and things like that. But my video card in my old PC, which was like a pre-built one from like 2011, which I'm pretty sure I was using when I made like STIMPY videos. It's literally just been that same computer the whole time. It's just like a ship of Theseus where it's had like so many parts of it just like replaced and things like that. But it was just this old Dell. Oh shit. Okay, well. There we go. Now we're like starting to actually be like in the middle of games. I think we haven't started Spyro 2 or... Oh, shit! I'm not supposed to be getting crates right now. I'm trying... See, that's another thing that you'll have happen in the shuffler is that you forget what you're doing. I'm trying to get the blue gem right now. Yeah, but, and my old card was literally like... just old enough that new games like you couldn't use Proton on my old computer. It was just old enough. Like if it was made like a year or two later, it would have been fine. But it was just too old for that. So yeah. But now I have a new pooter. And this, obviously, so now there's a lot of games that I wanted to play that I just couldn't. Like, Super Hot, I just couldn't play that on my old computer when I... Well, because for a while, obviously, my old computer was running Windows. And then I started using Manjaro, just because... And I still use Manjaro just because it's easy. I'm lame like that. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to turn off... Vibration is the fucking devil. Like... That is the pimple on the face of this otherwise perfect ass of a game, you know, because I just hate vibration. It is just a pile of shit. And this game specifically has like a weird implementation of vibration that like it actually kind of fucks with the physics of your car, if I remember correctly. It's really weird. That could just be like some creepypasta bullshit, but I remember hearing that like if you turn off vibration, it's like faster. It's weird. So yeah. CTR is real, that's right. Nice, love to see it. Yeah, that was 10 years ago, you know? I always forget if it was 2013 or 2014. I want to say it was 2013 was the STIMPY Land. That was when that started. And my awkward relationship with those videos, which has just gotten stranger and stranger as the years have gone on. And yes, this is very confusing. Yeah, it's interesting. I still find people, like, just... I don't check my comments and stuff like that super often, but I still do see people just stumble upon my old videos, and then they stumble upon my new videos, which at this point are kind of old, and they're like, oh, wow, I used to watch you in whatever, you know. Do I like the old GTA games? I never played the old GTA games. I don't really like GTA that much. Like, I played GTA 5. I remember enjoying that, like, when it came out. You know, I like, by the way, that was the game they showed off the PS5 with. It's like, look, it's GTA 5. It's like, uh-huh. That game has existed for, like, 10 years. Okay, shit, yeah. We're in the middle of it now. I'm just not a big fan of, like, the kind of open-worldy kind of games, you know, like the sandbox games. I've found that, like, my preferences for games, I like games that are really short and very, just kind of focused, very linear, you know. I do like when games kind of have non-linearity in them and allow you to explore a bit, but generally I like being told, you know, where to go, or having, like, a clear goal. And I also really, really like short games. Yeah, sometimes it switches at convenient times. It often does not. You'll see.
You win a trophy.
The minimum interval is 2 minutes, and the maximum... No, sorry. The minimum is 10 seconds. The maximum is 2 minutes. The way it makes switches, actually, is that it makes a save state in the game you're in, switches to another game, and then when you switch back to this game, it loads that state. Like, open linear levels, like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Honestly, like, at this point, I feel like I just kind of tend to play the same couple of old games over and over, and occasionally I'll find, like, a new game that I like. Like, sometimes that game is new, like Super Hot, or new, relatively new, because that's... but yeah, and... Sorry, what the hell was I just saying? I still do this where I have, like, dementia, I just forget what the fuck I'm talking about. I still find myself, like, you know, I'll play, like, a new game, but, like, something that's old, usually, you know, sometimes I play, like, a new game. And I really just didn't play any modern games because I didn't have a PC, and I just had, like, a PS4, which I barely used. This is, like, the ADHD version, yeah, exactly, where you just can't focus on one game. And yes, I am a Breaking Bad guy. I'm a fan of Breaking Bad. I think at this point I'm more of a Sopranos guy. But I still do love Breaking Bad. But I think at this point, I think I just like that show more. I don't know if anyone here has seen The Sopranos. I'm trying to think of, like, new old favorites that I've discovered. Like, one game I've been playing recently that I actually got as a gift, which was very nice, was Looney Tunes Sheep Raider on PS1. That is a great game. That's definitely, if you want, like, a kind of fun... It's like a fun PS1, like, puzzle game. It's pretty nice. And, another game I've played, another new, like, which is a frickin' masterpiece, is... Holy shit, I just have to say Klonoa. That is a great, great, great game. Klonoa is fucking sick. That is so good. Like, that game is just perfect. I used to, like, really hate when people would call that game a hidden gem, and I still kind of do, because, like, the game's been remade twice. It's not hidden, like, people know about it, but that game is just perfect. Like, it is so good. Like, there is no wasted breath in that game. It's like, they get so much mileage out of the concepts. Like, of just the simple concept of, like, you pick up enemies and you can jump, double jump with them, or just throw them, you know, like, that idea. It's so simple, but they get so much out of it. Yeah. Now, I've not seen The Wire. That's another one that I definitely have to check out. And yes, I've played Klonoa 2 as well. Klonoa 2 is awesome. Okay, we're starting a new game. This is... Oh, well, you know what? I won't say. I'll keep it a surprise. Muppet Monster Adventure? I have not heard of it. And Grimmy, you should definitely check out Klonoa. Don't spoil yourself on the story. It's really, really good. Takes dramatic turns. It's just gorgeous. And the music is, like, absolutely sick. That game is just perfect. Yeah. This is Crash 1 now, we're starting. So I think that just leaves Spyro 2. And then we are starting all the games. I'm not sure how long I'll play for tonight. Yeah, exactly. OG... Kyle is right. Also, hello, Kyle. Yeah, OG PS1 is, like, fuck anything else. Like, the remakes... I just kind of hate remakes. And I especially really don't like those Klonoa remakes. They just both kind of look like ass. Remake, I've heard especially, is just really, like, weird. They have, like, voice acting in it and shit. It's just, like... That's kind of cursed. I don't vibe with that. You know what? Maybe I should be... I think I'm going to start, like, collecting lives in the Crash games, because I'm probably going to be dying more. Like, I normally don't pick them up anymore just because I never die in these games, but I'm probably going to be dying more. Alright, nice. This is the one that's really awkward to switch to, is CTR, because it's just... It's a different kind of game. Oh yeah, like if I'm like holding X in CTR and I switch to a game, it will buffer an X input. Or not buffer exactly, but like you're probably going to be holding X when it switches, because the switch is too fast for you to really react to it. And yeah, I really don't like the Crash and Spyro remakes especially. I just find those so ugly now. Like I definitely used to be more into Insane Trilogy. And I mean, I still enjoy that game, but I enjoy it because of like the legwork of Naughty Dog. Not really, I kind of like Insane Trilogy in spite of everything that it does, not because of it, you know. And that goes double for Reignited. Honestly, I kind of just fucking hate Reignited. That game's just, I don't know, that game's so whack. Yeah, I've heard the Klonoa 2 remake is better than the Klonoa 1 remake. I still think you gotta go with the OG, though. Okay, there we go. We still have 0 crates, that's good. Yeah, Insane Trilogy is diabolical. That is vexation of spirit. I wouldn't mind, like, streaming the remakes and just, like, making fun of them and stuff. Like, I also am curious, do people want to see more streams? I mean, I guess we'll determine, like, how fun this is by the end. I mean, I'm having fun right now. But, yeah. FNAF Shuffler? Oh my god, dude. That would be sick. The FNAF Shuffler, that's right. Imagine Foxy running into your office and then you're just in the FNAF 2 building. It's like, okay, well, you gotta be ready to switch back, like, you know, hope you can react to the FNAF 1 fan noise and shut the door in time. Because Superhot's definitely a game I gotta play. I just love short games. Like, honestly, fuck long games. I really don't like long games. If your game is like more than 20 hours, it's like a hard sell. And if your game is more than 40 hours, I just refuse to play it. I don't know. Nothing against people that are into that shit, I just, like, can't stand it. Especially when it comes, I don't know, like, these, like, ridiculous, like, the Elden Ring, like, these just maximally efficient open worlds, just endless games. I just kind of hate that. Right? It's like, oh, I spent 100 hours in Elden Ring. It's like, you could have learned a skill in that time. Does 20 hours include 100%? Yeah, I would say, like, if it takes me 100, like, if you, oh shit, hold on, come on. Okay, good. I don't know, I mean, I guess just depends on, like, how much I enjoy the game. Like, I know Infamous 1, for example. That's a game I like. That game is more than 20 hours if you're going for everything. If you're not going for everything, it's like, probably, like, 10, 15 hours. And yeah. Okay, this is the last game. This is Spyro 2. So now we have started all the games. Alright. That's another thing that happens with the shuffler sometimes, because the order of the games is random. Sometimes one game just gets played a lot, so you just end up way farther along in that. It's kind of weird. I definitely don't think we're going to finish any games today. I don't think we're going to get, like, halfway through any games today. But when you are done with a game, you can remove it from the rotation. I also have thought about that. Because eventually it's going to get to a point where there's only 2 games left. Well, eventually it'll get to a point where there's only 1 game left. And I'm wondering what people... Oh, shit. Okay, well. I'm wondering what people will want me to do. Because I think there's only going to be 1 game left at the end. That game is almost definitely going to be Spyro 3. If I went for, like, Oxide Time Trials and CTR, then it would be. Not that those are particularly difficult, just that they take a lot of time. Yeah. They just take a lot of time. But no, either way, that game is definitely going to be Spyro 3. Spyro 3 is quite a bit longer than all the other games. So I'm not sure if I'll just stop playing at that point. I mean, unless people want me to just watch a stream of me playing Spyro 3, which I would be down to do. I wouldn't mind to just, you know, 100% that game on a stream. Oh, shit. I was using the analog stick. That's another thing you gotta watch out for is... Alright, wow. I just got through that. Shuffle Sheep Raider? I should put that... I'll put that in the shuffler eventually. Also, what's up, Paul? That's my boy, Paul. Oh, shit. I want to make sure I broke there's a crate back here. Yep, okay, good thing I checked. I need to play Sheep Raider more. I'm playing it because I got it. I'm actually playing it on lay true hardware as the founding fathers intended, and I'm loving it. And I'm going for 100%. I'm going for all the time clocks. And I found them. I did both of the bonus levels. I'm really enjoying it. That's a game I'm definitely that's gonna be in my rotation for a while. Also cool to see someone else here has played Sheep Raider. Do I still like Crash 1 the most out of the original 3? I wouldn't say so. I'd say at this point I probably like Crash 2 the most. But I kind of love all of them. It's like asking me to pick my favorite child. Like, they're all extremely fucking based. Like, Crash Bandicoot is just based as fuck. Oh, okay, shit. Good thing that was a cutscene. Yeah, Kyle's playing favorites. That's cursed. Oh, let me just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had that experience, Drake's Cove. I had that experience with Kingdom Hearts 1. That was a game I could never beat as a kid, and coming back to it as an adult was really satisfying. That's one of the few games that is, like, pretty long that I am, like, okay with. Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, I don't play that game very often, and when I do, I go for, like, everything. Like, I go for Ultima Weapon. Which I would prefer to do on the PS2 version as well. I've played the PS2 version recently. KH1 is long. Who had the better fifth mainline game in your opinion, Spyro or Crash? If the fifth mainline game is Twinsanity, it is Crash. That's something that we need to talk about, because I know I was very hard on Crash Twinsanity. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like that game now. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. That is the gem finder cheat. There we go. Okay, yeah. I kind of just like that game now. I don't know. And even the goofy soundtrack. Like, there are definitely some songs I'm just not into in that game at all. But, you know, I like it. I like that game. Honestly, I think the biggest thing that changed my mind about Twinsanity was Crash 4, because I don't know where the discussion is on Crash 4. I don't know if we have any Crash 4 enjoyers in the chat, but I'm just gonna say, fuck Crash 4. That is a fucking pile of donkey dick. I don't know. What a shitload of fuck. What a bunch of diarrhea donkey dick waffle. I frickin' hate that game. I think that game is just... That to me is like everything that's wrong with games. Is just... Like, 40 hours for any game is bullshit. 70 hours for a fucking Crash Bandicoot game, like, to 100% that game, is just ridiculous. Like, I think Crash 4 is a pile of garbage. I just really hate that game. And, like, any percenting the game, like, just going... I should be getting more fruit and stuff. Just playing the game any percent is, like, fine. It's a fine game. It's fine. Yeah, but then going for 100%, like, look, okay, you're allowed to like Crash 4, but if you think it's, like, the 100% stuff in that... And I feel like most people that like that game are not on board with just the retarded, like, 100% requirements for that game, which is just ridiculous. But if you like Crash 4 and if you like 100% in Crash 4, that's fine, but you're not allowed to complain about padding in any video game. Like, you have to play Sonic Heroes 4 times and you have to like it. You have to play fucking Westopolis Zone and Shadow the Hedgehog 10 times and be okay with it. Like, you just have to deal with that. Like, that's just you've hitched on that wagon. Okay, I don't know if that's the expression. I'm supposed to be grabbing lives, whatever. Oh, and it disappeared. Well, whatever. Because it's just a pile of shit. Like literally, you have to play levels like 13 times. Is Wrath of Cortex better? No, I can't honestly say that Wrath of Cortex is better as much as I want to. But I will say I would much rather play Wrath of Cortex. See, that's another thing. That was the big kind of wake-up call for me. It was like, if it was between Crash 4 and Twinsanity, I would much rather play Twinsanity, because even if the game is just absolutely awful, which it's not at all, Twinsanity is mercifully short. I'm totally okay with Twinsanity's length. That's something I've just kind of come to terms with. Like, I'm totally fine with games being short. I really like short games. Like, Super Hot, you beat that game in like an hour, and that's one of my like favorite games I've played recently. I'm totally down with short games.
You win a trophy.
Yeah, that does just feel like they felt the need to kind of justify the $60 price tag. I mean, honestly, with just some of the fact that every level has like 500 fucking crates and they're all hidden in stupid ways, it's just like it's like they made the game bad on purpose as a joke. Like, sometimes I honestly just think that, like, they just did it like for a laugh. They just made it bad on purpose. Like, I'm just genuinely shocked by it. If I had to guess, it was probably like they felt the need, they wanted it to be kind of substantive, like it should take a while to do this, you know? Like, it should feel like, oh, you know, it's worth $60, you know? But I don't know. How about make the game cost like $30, have it be like, you know, 4 hours to any percent, maybe like 8 hours to 100%, you know? And there you go, and that would be perfect, you know? You can have like a couple levels that are really tough, you know? You can throw in like some crazy crate totals, and you'd have a good game. You'd have a game that's fun. But Crash 4 as it stands right now is not fucking fun. And like, that's another thing. The any percent game, because I know Catacris has said this, that like any percent it's the best game ever made. 100% it's garbage. Any percent it's like fine. Any percent it's like a passable game. 100% it is the worst game ever made. Just like full stop. It's so bad. Yeah, that's another thing with, I was gonna say, good point, Panny, is that like I'm just like totally okay with Twinsanity's length. I think my real complaint with that game is more just like the levels are, you have a couple really long levels. I would have rather had a bunch of really short levels. Because there are some levels in that game, like I think Ant Agony is probably the worst case, where that level just really, really drags on and on and on, like near the end. It just gets really repetitive. Same with Rooftop Rampage as well. That level also gets repetitive. That level, even though the music is awesome, it's really, really irritating, that level. It's just way too long. Like, again, if that level was half as long and then you have like another hub, that would be like as good as the OGs. I mean, maybe not quite as good, but it would be good. Oh, here's my boy Liam. That wasn't on your 2024 bingo card? Yeah. Well, because I started writing an article for my website, which, by the way, I have a website and I write articles for it. But it's probably not this article's not going to get done. It's just, was I too hard on Twinsanity? And it was just a kind of full-on breakdown of the game. Because there's a lot of stuff to really like about that game, and there's a lot of stuff to really dislike about that game. Like, there's plenty of things I could still complain about with that game, but I feel like, I don't know. I felt like maybe I was kind of pressured to just, like, have a hot take and be like, oh, this game that everyone loves, it's actually shit. Because it's definitely not, like, a terrible game by any means. But it also definitely does have issues. And I think these issues go beyond, oh, they were just rushed. Like, there are some kind of fundamental problems with that game. Anyway, what level are we doing right now? We're doing Sunny Flight. But yeah, I could talk about Twinsanity all day. I got plenty to say about it. I got plenty of good things and plenty of bad things to say about it. Twinsanity's humor was ahead of its time. The humor in that game is great. That's another thing. Like, Crash 4 is funny, but Crash Twinsanity is the funniest game. Like, it is so funny. Like, whether it just be Cortex farting in the pipe, or like him basically just having a nervous breakdown the whole game, it's great. It's good shit, you know. Right? Fuck anyone that says that they're above like a good fart joke, you know. The noble boar, the humble bumblebee. The check bounced! Yeah, bro. Fucking Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as they'd hoped. Oh, it's great. Are those real? You'll saw off your cock before you submit to the idea that Twinsanity is funny? Damn, well, get sawing, bitch, because it's fucking funny. I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like... I haven't played that game in a minute, so... Oh, okay, shit. Oh, that's really awkward. The run button in Spyro is the brake button in CTR. That's gonna be awkward. There's definitely jokes I'm not down with in that game. Like, there's definitely sometimes where I don't think it's funny. And I do think, like, the sense of humor, sometimes it does kind of take away from... Like the evil twins could have been more menacing as villains, but instead they just kind of... I think they're throwing in too many jokes. It kind of, like, gives me, like, Marvel vibes. There's definitely shit then about the game that I'm not down with the style, but, like... I don't know, I'm trying to think of examples, because there's definitely stuff about that game I do find just very funny. The funniest scene is the deleted scene, where, Cortex meets his 10th dimension self. He's like a good guy, and then he just kills him instantly. I gotta find that scene. Like, that's... I'll show that on stream. You know what? I won't show that on stream. You could look it up. It's one of the Twinsanity deleted scenes. Some of those are very, very funny. It's a shame they didn't make it into the game. Thoughts on Sly Cooper? Sorry, I'm like not reading everyone in chat because it's kind of, I have to kind of focus on the games, especially when they switch like suddenly. But thoughts on Sly Cooper? Sly 1 was a freaking great game. I really enjoyed that. Sly 2 I played some of, and I just wasn't into that game. Like, I don't know, something about it. I just kind of like, I get Sly 2 is definitely going for something. It's really unique, and I thought it was really interesting, and I liked the story, and I wanted to see where that went, but I just felt like the gameplay, I don't know, you know, it was probably like a technically like better built game, but I'm just kind of okay with, like, I'm down to just, you know, play like a simple Crash Bandicoot game like Sly 1, you know. Sly 1's just like, because Sly 2 and 3 are kind of like these weird kind of stealth games, like kind of open worldy, not open worldy exactly, I don't really know, you know, you have like these big open levels where you have a unique kind of approach to every level. It's really interesting. But Sly 1 is just like a normal platformer. Like, that is just a 3D platformer, and I'm just kind of okay with that, you know? It's simple and clean. Mother? Yeah. And Jak and Daxter, I've only played the first one, really. I'm not really into 2 and 3. Not necessarily because of the style, more just the gameplay. Because I've looked at those games, and I feel like my friend Liam would always say, like, those games are just worse Ratchet and Clanks. Like, that's definitely what they look like to me, gameplay-wise. The Great Gate. Yummy fresh meat for my butt. There is, like, really bad shit in Twinsanity that I'm just not going to defend. Like, I think the worst thing is just walking into unskippable cutscenes. Having to watch unskippable cutscenes after you die. You know, like, the fact that they don't just remove the trigger, which is weird, because sometimes they do remove the trigger. It's really weird, man. I don't know. That game is just kind of it's a mess, but it's a beautiful mess. And I just fuck with the fact that it's short and it doesn't feel like absolute shit to play. Unlike Crash 4, which is a pile of garbage. Living on a busy road is very cringe. Where are these where are these fucking straggler gems? Oh, I think they're in this cave, right? I didn't go in here yet. Yeah, Jak 1 is such a good game. Jak and Daxter is so good. Jak and Daxter is so good. But, yeah, I don't know why they just went in a different direction. I mean, I don't think, like, Jak and Daxter apparently didn't sell that well, which is kind of surprising, because I feel like everyone I knew that had a PS2 had that game. And, like, most people remember Jak and Daxter. Whereas, like, a lot of the kind of normies that know Jak and Daxter don't necessarily remember... Yeah, but they don't necessarily remember the sequels. Why am I going this way? This is slow. And I just ran past where I needed to go. The PC port of Jak 1. Oh man, I want to play that. You know, now I can! Because I have the update. That was another game I really wanted to play the PC port, and I just couldn't. They were the protagonists of PlayStation Move Heroes. Yeah, bro. Who didn't love that game? That was the... Yeah, there was also, like, these furry creatures, like Ratchet and Clank. There was, like, a little robot guy in it. And there was, like, this little raccoon as well. I think he was called Sly Raccoon. I don't know. Kind of weird, you know, that they just had, like, these really intricately designed characters for this random PlayStation game, you know? Like, where did they come from? They just made them up for that game. That's really cool. Nitro Fueled is probably my favorite remake, I would say. Daily Bassist. Also, hello. Because while I really like CTR and don't think that game needed a remake, Nitro Kart absolutely did need a remake. You know, I really feel like... I don't like remakes, but I think there's a case to be made that, like, bad games should be the ones getting remakes, not good ones, you know? Because, this game's already perfect. Like, this game's already so good. Like, how can you improve Crash 2, you know? Like, there are probably some things you could do, but, you know, you risk just fucking with, like, that original vision, that vibe, you know, of the original game. Whereas Nitro Kart, which is a really bad game, you know, what's the deal with that? That game kind of sucks, you know. I don't want to go back and play that one, but damn, I'd be down to, like, I wish that game was better. I wish that game would get remade, you know. You want a remake of Nightmare Before Christmas? Oogie, oh my god, of Oogie's Revenge? I'm not familiar. You know, I have a vague memory of going to a friend's house and playing, like, a Nightmare Before Christmas, or watching him play a Nightmare Before Christmas game, because he wouldn't let me play it. Because he was a little shit. Alright, let's see what we're doing here now. Yes, that's the one thing that Nitro Kart is missing. I mean, Nitro Fueled is missing. Man, if that had a CNK story mode, that would be so good. Hello, Flinny, what's going on? Alright, let's see. We're getting these frickin' bots. I'm so glad to be streaming again and sharing this fucking greatness with the world. Dude, that was just like the Sopranos ending, you know? You know, sometimes it does happen when you switch to a game and it just, like, cuts to black. And that's always kind of funny. Mario Kart 8 did steal from CNK. The Cat in the Hat game was bootleg Lunatea's Veil? I've not heard of this Cat in the Hat game, that's interesting. Do you go to the Rune of Sadness and fucking Cat in the Hat? That would be crazy. Yeah, I know. That's so weird that that game didn't get a PC port. Should we go? I'm gonna get that legitimately. Why not? Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm gonna try getting this once, and if I don't get it, then I don't get it. I'm gonna try getting this twice, and if I don't get it, then I don't get it. I'm gonna try getting this 3 times, if I don't get it, then I don't get it. Okay, I'm not gonna get it then. There you go. That was the honest... We gave it the old college try, but it wasn't meant to be. Let's get some Wumpas. Dude, look at... I'm just vibing to this B-O-N-U-S bonus. Bonus. Yeah, Spyro 1 is just, like, the most chill game ever. Oh my god, okay. We have to be ready for that. I feel like I've barely played Spyro 2. Like, I've barely touched that game. Like, I don't think I've played it at all. I think I'm just... No, I'm just in the start of Glimmer, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. You go from the most chill game ever to, like, CTR, which is just, like, intense. Oh, okay. Nice. Coco jump scare, yeah. Yeah, the loading time... That's... Man, fuck. That drives me crazy. That's, like... That's shit I'll never defend. Why isn't Enter the Dragonfly in the cycle? Dude, I would love to put, like, Twinsanity in this cycle, but it's only... It's Bizhawk Shuffler. It's game supported by Bizhawk. And Bizhawk's... It's kind of like... It supports a lot of different systems, but it does not support... Okay, we're doing this now. Nice. It does not support, PS2. But you could do this with other systems, by the way. Like, you could do it with, like, GBA games... You could do it with SNES games, and you can mix and match them too. So you could like have, you know, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, Donkey Kong Country on SNES, Sonic 3 on Genesis. Like you can combine systems like that. I'm just happening to do it with all PS1 games, but there's no rule saying that you have to do it that way. It's any game supported by Bizhawk. But Bizhawk does not support PS2 or GameCube or like that generation of consoles, unfortunately. I really wish it did, but you know, nothing we can do. Huge Adventure. I mean, I'm doing these games because I'm really familiar with them. Those are the best games to do in a shuffler, I find, is games that you're already really familiar with. It's a good way to kind of make them challenging. If you've never... If you're like me and you're way too used to these games and you need something to kind of do to make them exciting and challenging, this is like a really fun way to do that, is with the shuffler. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is based. That is a great game. I vibe with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Although I'm more of a Sonic 3 complete kind of guy, if I'm being honest. I'm down with that ROM hack. Or actually, I guess now it's Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited is what people... Well, I guess now people play Sonic Origins with its whack-ass music. I've not played that. But, yeah. That game is pretty lit. Oh man, we are still vibing. Yeah, shuffling with games you've like never played or are barely familiar with, it would be cursed. You 100% of the game 3 or 4 times and you don't get it? Yeah, it shuffles periodically. Oh, okay. Nice. In fact, specifically, it is at a random interval that you can set, and I set my minimum interval to 10 seconds and my maximum interval to 2 minutes. When I first did this, I did a minimum of 5 seconds, which was a bit excessive, and a maximum of 3 minutes, which I think was also too long. Like, you should be switching more often, I think. That's another thing. You don't want, like, the interval to be too long, but you don't want it to be too short either. Because if it's too long, then it's just... It gets to a point where you're just playing like a normal game. That's, like, not fun to watch, you know? Or at least not as fun to watch. Yeah. And when you're playing... When it's too short, it's just, like, chaotic. It's, like, too chaotic. You'll never get anything done. You don't like Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Well, do you like the other Sonic games more? Because I definitely think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best Sonic game. I do understand that there are people that just don't like the whole kind of Sonic style. Like, I get that. It is definitely an acquired taste. I mean, one game I do not like at all is Sonic CD. Like, I think that game is a pile of crap. I don't know why people like Sonic CD. Sonic CD is just... Sonic 4... Yeah, dude. I love Sonic 4. Yep, there it is, see? Hello, Corbo Pollo. I've been good. Yeah, CD, I don't fuck with that game. I remember for years... That was, like, the secret best Sonic game, because, like, nobody could play it, because it was only available on, like, Sonic Gems Collection or whatever, or you had to have a Sega CD, which nobody had, you know? So everyone was like, dude, have you heard of Sonic CD? It, like, came out between Sonic 1 and 2, and it's, like, actually the best thing ever. It's actually so good, you know? And then I played, and then I think Sonic CD, people have kind of soured on that game after the Christian Whitehead port came out, back in, like, 2011. Where that kind of blew that game's cover. Like, that game was interesting because, like, nobody had played it. And when people actually started to play Sonic CD, they're like, oh, this is kind of crap. Because these levels are just random nonsense. Like, the level design is just bing, bing, wahoo. It's like, so, I don't know what they were doing, the level design. Hello, Zenyatta. How's Mandata? And hello, Jesse I gotta focus on. Like, okay, there we go. I gotta focus on one thing at a time. We're taking this one day at a time, gamers. No, because honestly, Sonic 3 is the only Sonic game I really like. And I like Mania as well. And I like Sonic Riders, but that's a different story. Sonic Riders is definitely the most acquired taste. Okay, finally I get to play some Spyro 2. Nice. Love this game. I love all of these games. I can't pick a favorite. They're my favorite kids. Although I will say that Spyro 2 and 3 are kind of like little misbehaving shits sometimes, where Spyro 1 is just a good, pure Christian. Spyro 1's a really good boy. So I like, Spyro 1's not my favorite child, but he's definitely the one I want to spend my time with the most, you know. Sometimes Spyro 2 and 3 are... I love them. Love them like my children, but they're a bit much sometimes. Especially Spyro 3. Yeah, I don't know if any of you are familiar, because I haven't really announced my website that much on my channel, but I do have a website, and I wrote a review of the Spyro games, and that was pretty good. If you want to hear me talk more about Spyro, or if you want to read me talk about Spyro, you should check that out. Because I had fun writing that. and I wrote like the HTML and the CSS. I mean, obviously the HTML, and then I wrote the CSS for everything. Wrote some other articles. I wrote one where I covered every PS2 game that I own at the time, which was interesting. Should we do like should we skip like the backtracking in this game? I kind of want to do that. Here, we got one right here. I kind of want to... Oh, okay. Nice. What's something I want from a new Spyro game? For it to not exist, to be honest? I don't know. I don't really... I'm kind of just, like, good with, like, what I have from Crash and Spyro. I don't need, like, more of these games. I guess if I got a new game, just, you know... I'd want it not to be like Crash 4. That's really the best I could say. Nice. Glad someone's got my website bookmarked. That's good. Man, I gotta make a video about RSS because more people should be using it. I don't know if anyone here even knows what RSS is, but it is like the most useful thing. I have like an article on it that's kind of outdated. There's a guy, another guy, just called X. He has a website, and he wrote an article about RSS that is probably better, honestly, than mine. People should just read that. People should look into RSS. It's really good. Like, if you're not using RSS, you're just using the internet wrong. Okay, there we go. Now, let's do this. God, look at Spyro 3 is the most gorgeous game on the PS1. Like, that is one thing Spyro 3 has going for it over the other games. All the Spyro games are beautiful, but Spyro 3 especially is just, like, absolutely breathtaking. Anyway, let's do Sheila first.
Spyro!
You hope Crash never goes full 3D Collectathon? I would be okay with, like, a Jak 1 style game, because... Jak 1 is... Also, hey, Genghis Khan. Yeah, I know. Deep emotional feelings. They just bring out all the emotions. Sorry, I'm like just kind of so scatterbrained. I have trouble, like I have trouble focusing on one thing at a time. They went way too far with collectibles in Crash 4. You are absolutely right. Big ant. Oh shit, we are in a time trial. Okay. Time trials are probably going to be bad in Crash 3. I'm probably not going to get good times because I'm going to be, you know, managing that with like other games. Okay. Do I have enough enemies for that? I do. Okay, we're doing the gamer strats right here. There we go. Like, this is... I love Spyro 2 like my son, but man, I'm really disappointed in him for this. This is some fucking bullshit. Backtracking. Spyro 1 would never do that to me, you know? There we go. A linear DK64.
Thanks for helping me.
Yeah. Well, okay, I remember what I was talking about. Jak 1, I would be okay with that as like a Crash-style game, because Jak and Daxter is like... has like... I would say the levels in Jak and Daxter, it kind of varies from level to level. Some are more open than others. Like, there are some levels that are just, like, pretty much straight-up linear levels. And they're really great. Any given level might have, like, 2 or 3 different ways to go through it, but each of those ways has, like, all the kind of bells and whistles of a Crash level. It's like you've got multiple Crash levels kind of, like, interwoven into each other. The level design in Jak and Daxter 1 is, like... I shouldn't say Jak and Daxter 1, that's kind of stupid, but, you know, Jak and Daxter, the level design in that game is, like, masterclass shit. It's really good. Damn, it's sitting in my Steam library, and the DK64 comparison is... Yeah, it's... Fuck Crash War. That game is just garbage. I hate that game. It's a big pile of booty. And yeah, Jak 1 has like a Crash vibe, you know? Interwumpin', that's right, bros. High five, Zenyatta. You know, that's an epic gamer joke. Toe98, I missed you as well. Nice to hear from you again. You and your weird-ass name. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor. It's actually called Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. I mean, that's a good title. I fuck with that title. You use the nerd emoji, but that's just based. That's just based. That's just anyone that calls Jak and Daxter just Jak and Daxter without calling it Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy should just kill themselves, quite frankly. Okay, well, we're dead in that level. A candy cane! A candy cane! What's up, Logan? How you doing? A candy cane! A candy cane! That's a based reference. I don't think anyone else here is gonna get that. Oh, we gotta get up here. Can we? Okay. How good are we? Let's find out. Ready? Oh, we are fucking gaming. I'm actually just cracked at Spyro 2. You don't get it in this... Yeah, good. You know what? You're not meant to get it. Some things are best left forgotten. To quote my new favorite game, Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I find those games very interesting. Not necessarily from the perspective of, like, the lore, which is really weird and complicated. Although I do find some of that stuff interesting. But I find it more interesting in the way that, like, this was clearly some guy's vision, you know? This was not a game made by, like, some AAA studio that rapes children. This was made by, like, some guy, you know? It was made by one dude. And it's just kind of interesting to see his vision evolve and how he kind of reacts to criticisms of his games and stuff like that. It's very wholesome. Even despite the kind of, you know, fucked up subject matter of the game, you know. Scott Cawthon would definitely not show up at the Game Awards with a shirt that says Black Trans Lives Matter. He would not do that. That is not a Scott Cawthon kind of move, and I fuck with that. I'm down with that. Okay, we're not going to be able to do this time trial. Scott, it's like if Nomura wasn't autistic. That is true. Who you got in the butt? Oh, I was not looking at the screen. That is peak. Matthew Lillard. I know him more as Stu, I think his character's name is, from Scream, than Shaggy. But yes, Matthew Lillard as William Afton was quite nice. The purple guy. I am down with Matthew Lillard. Oh, okay, well, we're dead. Nomura Autism is a game feature? Yeah. Things have been going really good with me. I had a kind of rocky start to 2023, but by the end of it, it ended up being like one of my best years. KH1 and 2 are the perfect amount of autism. And yes, you often get switches mid-jump. That happens a lot. The shuffler shows no mercy. It does not give a fuck. I don't like the time travel. Yeah, no, excuse me. I love Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key for mobile phones. Who doesn't love that game? Nah, honestly, real gamers know that Kingdom Hearts coded is where it's at, as far as the mobile games go. And I didn't say recoded. I said coded, Just, if you don't have a Japanese cell phone, you're just missing the greatest Kingdom Hearts game. Did I talk during Stonehill time?
Watch the dragonfly spy.
Yeah, I did.
His color.
Is your profile picture a skybox, Zenyatta? I think it is. Spyro VR, but you're just charging the entire time. Yeah, that would be interesting. Well, would your head follow Spyro's, so you'd just be looking at the ground the whole time? That would be interesting. Kingdom Hearts Abortion by Awakening DX Final Mix 3D Expanded and Enhanced. Just as the Founding Fathers intended. That's fucking based. My Enter the Dragonfly review. Yeah, one of these days Stimpy Land will come back and he'll review Enter the Dragonfly, hopefully.
These little lizards have eaten.
I don't know whatever happened to him, He stop making videos? Oh, fuck you.
Nice shooting.
Abortion by Awakening. That is a good title for BBS. Birth by Sleep is garbage. And anyone that likes it should die. I'm joking. But, that game is very bad. I really don't like that game. That game was honestly, that was kind of like a life lesson for me. That was, the first game I remember being, really excited for. Scooping up every little morsel of lore. Watching the cutscenes in Japanese subtitled on YouTube. And then playing the actual game and being even my young child self was this, and because I had a PSP and I still have the game on PSP, I'm pretty sure. And it's just shit.
Again, Spyro. Now.
Yeah, dude, BBS is peak.
Hiya, Sheila. While you are gone, a bunch of Hinox
Pookie Bear. Not sure what you're getting at. Also, it's cool to meet Tom Kenny Logan. That is quite nice. AKA the voice of Spyro. AKA the, I think his most famous role is the Electrolls in Hurricos. I think that's his most famous voice acting role. But we'll be getting to that level soon. God, one of the most fucked up things about Spyro 3 is that they make you unlock the gem finder. It's I will never understand that. Oh shit! Okay, this is a really bad time trial. Spyro 1 VA, I definitely prefer Tom Kenny as Spyro. But Carlos Alazraqui definitely has there's definitely an appeal to that voice, It's delightfully corny, delightfully low budget, It's just so earnest, but yeah, nah, Spyro 2 voice actor is definitely better. Not really a debate in my eyes. This is gonna be shit. Yup, damn, that was bad. Do I prefer the final mix or original versions? Honestly, for Kingdom Hearts 1, if it weren't for unskippable cutscenes, I would prefer the original. Yeah. KH2, and basically what Kyle said. If it weren't for unskippable cutscenes, I would prefer 1. But that honestly really just kind of kills that game. Oh, I meant to go... I'll go back to that level later. Yeah, every new Heartless in 1FM is shit. They're all annoying. The only one I kind of like is the Black Ballad. And even that is kind of fucking annoying. Crash Team Rumble, I've never played it. Never played it. I've never even seen gameplay of it. Like, I have no interest in that game. I don't hate it. I don't think about it. Like, it's just, I, like, forget it exists. I have really no interest. I'm, like, after Crash 4, I am just totally checked out of whatever is going on with Crash. Like, whatever they're up to, they can do it way the fuck over there, away from me. I am not interested after Crash 4. It's too late to apologize. That's how I feel about Crash, quite frankly. They fucked it all up. Mushroom 13 Supremacy, absolutely true. Kingdom Hearts 1, fucking FM Heartless are just, like, gay. I don't know, they're crap. They're not good. Mushroom 13 Supremacy all day. Yeah, Chimera has a cool design, but fuck actually fighting Chimera. It's fucking just not a good time. You know, let's take it slow. Let's absorb the ancient land of China. Oh, I forgot I gotta get the egg from this guy. Ruby, the programming language? Great! Yes, I would agree. Nitro Fueled is definitely the best game to come out of the Crash Spyro revival, despite all its faults, because it's actually just like a well-built game, despite kind of weird glitchiness and long load times. The controls are like fantastic, as good as the original, better in some ways, and it is just like a huge upgrade that Nitro Kart desperately needed. Like, Nitro Kart really needed that upgrade because those levels were too good. Those concepts were too interesting to be lost in this piece of shit PS2 game. But it's just kind of like the underlying structure of the game. You know, just the not structure, the building blocks, not that. The engine. The engine is just kind of ass, is the problem. It just, the load times are just so bad, and that's such a shame. And the fact that it has microtransactions is really just inexcusable in my eyes. Like, that honestly is just, I will never recommend that game to someone because it has that. Should you get the Steam ports of Spyro and Crash? I mean, if you want to try the games on keyboard, you could just emulate the originals. Or you could do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Is it worth going out of your way to get the PS2 games? No. I would say 1FM is a fine way to experience the game. Despite it just, 1FM has like these little things that trigger me, and it's just like, that's not right, that's not supposed to do that. Like, I think the thing that just, it aggravates my autism so much is the Heartless recolors in 1FM are just so shit. They all, like, all the Heartless bosses look so good on PS2 and so bad in FM, and it just bothers me so much. Like Trickmaster being like green and purple. It's like, what's wrong with you? You're not supposed to look like that. Guard armor's like gaudy ass primary colors instead of just the nice Chad purple of the PS2 version. God, I get so triggered by that. But 2FM is also just better in every way. Like, 2F, like, the only downside to 2FM is some of the, pretty much all the new story cutscenes are bad. Like, they were all better on the PS2 version. Like, every FM cutscene would be better if it just wasn't in the game. But aside from that, 2FM is just better in every way. Also, hello, Christian. What's going on? You're getting a Steam Deck? Nice. Yeah, Steam Decks are pretty cool. I would get one, but I have a gaming PC with Linux on it. Kind of defeating the purpose of the Steam Deck, in my eyes. Oh, okay, well... There we go. There's an achievement in Postal 2 to just open the game in Linux or Mac OS. That's good. That's funny. Is that real? That sounds great. I could get that achievement. I have Postal 2, and I have Linux. That's my bestie right there, Christian. Postal 2 is extremely based. Oh, Postal 1. Okay. Alright. I also have Postal 1, so there is that. Oh, and we're dead. Nice. We're dead in 2 games. And dead again. He's my bestie. I'm the one who fought my way here with the Keyblade. Man, Kingdom Hearts 1 is so good. Yeah, Postal 1 is like stress relief for school shooters. Like, damn. I'm not really into Postal 1. I'm not a school shooter, I guess, you know. I'm not enlightened. I'm not a heartless like Elliot Rodger. Or Nicholas Cruz, you know. Eyes on Logan, everybody. Watch out. You heard it here first. He uses it for stress relief, you know. Go home, gamer girl. There we go. Okay, nice. Favorite platformer soundtrack of all time? Probably Crash 2? Or Spyro? One of those. It's gotta be one of those. Actually, never mind. Ratchet and Clank. There you go. Stephen McDaniel is Elliot Rodger's nobody. That is true. You know, it's a shame that, Elliot Rodger, because I believe he killed himself. Shame he did that, because if we killed Stephen McDaniel first, and then Elliot Rodger, then we could have had, the somebody come back. We could have had, I don't know who that would be. Who's the somebody? Donkey Kong Country 2 absolutely has a great OST. I am tempted to say Wrath of Cortex has the best soundtrack. Like, it's really up there. Like, I love that game's soundtrack so much, but I think I gotta just go with the original games just because, like, in my eyes, they're more iconic. Like, they're tied to a better game. Like, I can't imagine my life without fucking the Turtlewoods Death Route music. That's just based. Yes, also Klonoa 2. Honestly, you know what? Maybe Klonoa 2 or Klonoa 1. Either, maybe just Klonoa. Oh, I just made the, I just wasn't even thinking when I made the, I just saw the best time for, that was nice. NIG, that's cool. That means, never interested in gays. There you go, that's what that meant. That's just me declaring I'm straight. That's not anything else. That's what that is. Just wasn't even thinking when I did that. I gotta go back and watch that part of the stream and just hear me talking about something unrelated and writing NIG as my best time. So that's cool. That's awesome. I'm glad I just did that. After making fun of my friend Liam, because for like saying the N-word on stream however long ago. Hey, you know what? No, I was referring to a character from the movie Once Were Warriors. There's a character called Nig. So there you go. That's what I was doing. Yeah, if you're not already suicidal, you shouldn't play Klonoa on Wii. I know you got a video about that, Toasty Man. I think I saw that. Actually, yes, I did see that. I remember liking it. Got whack-ass voice acting. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm not into the Klonoa remakes, Zenyatta. Although we already spoke about that. You already said that, you fucking retard. Oh my god! Okay, nice. That was cool. I got that shot out at the last second. Pac-Man World remake? I don't know. That's a game that when I was talking about bad games should get remakes, that's a game that might be good. That's the game that may benefit from a remake, because I do have a soft spot for the original Pac-Man World, but it's kind of whack. And yeah, Klonoa 1 is already peak. Like, you can't improve Klonoa. It's like, oh, we improved the Mona Lisa. It's like, huh? No, you didn't.
Congratulations on opening this.
Yeah, saying the Klonoa remakes are better is definitely a relative term. Oh, you know what? I should save. When you are doing the shuffler, it is important to do, like, in-game saves still, I would say, because if anything goes wrong with the shuffler, because normally it just makes saves with save states, but if, like, you fuck something up and you don't start the shuffler correctly or do something else, you just lose all your progress. But if you have in-game saves, when you start all the games up, you can load those saves again, so, yeah. You played Klonoa 1 on a modded PlayStation Classic. Interesting. I just played on an emulator. And then I played it on PS3 as well. Which was nice. Playing it on my TV. Because I'm not buying a disc of that game. I mean, that game is great. But, I mean, I love Spyro 1, like, so much. I love Spyro 2. I love all the Spyro games. But if any one of them costed $500, I would not bother. It is, like, just unequivocally not worth the price of admission. Not when you can just emulate them. There's, like, so many different ways to just, you know, play PS1 games without having to buy a disc. That's just kind of cucked. Bro. Okay, Tuval did not want to fucking get hit there. There we go, shit. Yeah, exactly. Getting a Japanese Klonoa 1. I've seen that. They're like $30. But Klonoa, like, 1 US is like $500. Are PAL copies any cheaper? Ooh, I have a guy right behind me. Coom Lecter's ruining old games. I mean, that game was genuinely rare as far as I can tell, because it did not sell well here at all. Although Parappa 2 doesn't go for the same prices, even though that game also sold really poorly. Parappa 2 kind of sold like ass. It's a shame. Like, I don't even think that game sold like 1 million units in the US. Oh my god! Okay. By the way, boys, fucking, you want to talk about based games. Let's talk about fucking Parappa 2. Yeah, he was doing the TAS Avoid Michael category, just not getting hit by me. Fucking cunt. Parappa 2 is just one of the best games ever made. That game is so good. Okay, what is the best song in Parappa? Let's hear. Let's hear some opinions. Because I guarantee nobody's gonna get the right answer. Nice. Okay, yeah. So PAL copies seem to be cheaper. I definitely would still rather have like an NTSC copy. I mean, I'd rather just emulate the game, but because I don't know, honestly, like, I always like to play NTSC games. I always prefer to play the NTSC games, just because, in case you don't know, NTSC games run at 30, technically 29.97, really 30 frames per second, or 60. And PAL games run at 25 frames, or 24? I think 25 frames per second. Or again, 50 hertz, technically. And it doesn't sound like much, but those extra 5 frames really go a long way towards making the games feel so much smoother.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. You can have this egg I found in my house.
And yeah, like, Japanese games are not expensive.
If you ever...
Pilot and Jammerlami. What is the best Jammerlami song? Probably the Pilot guy. Probably, I forget what that's called. That song has a name, obviously. They all have names. Okay, well, yeah. Got to Move is good. There we go. Alright, we are all completed for this level. Yeah, some PAL games are just outright, like, slower than NTSC games. Fright Flight, yes. That sounds right to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, Toasty Man, you got it right on the money. Yeah, I mean, I love Warped, too. I definitely prefer Crash 2, but Warped is a based game. Also, hello, MSC Leap 75. Yep, yeah. Oh, okay. We're here now. Yeah, Japanese Panzer Dragoon. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Okay, we're in Spyro 2 now. That's nice. Alright, okay, we got all the gems, that's good. Alright, well, I'm not seeing more guesses, so I'll just say, nobody got the right answer. The answer is Come a Long Way is the best song in Parappa, and it's not actually a song that you sing, it's the song that plays in the kind of penultimate scene of Parappa 2. The cutscene before the final level, which is the shittiest song in the game, but the song that plays in that cutscene, it's sung by Sunny Funny, and it is just the best thing ever. That's like, imagine if like Simple and Clean from like Parappa 1, imagine if that was just like a Chad like R&B like fucking song. That would just be, that's based. Parappa 1 is kind of retarded. Like, I love that game aesthetically. Just the personality of that game is so fun. It's like, you can't play that game and not smile. But you also can't play that game and not just become infuriated by the fact that that game just has a mind of its own. It just does whatever the fuck it feels like doing. It's just kind of, I don't know. And Jammerlami's even worse. Parappa 1 should get like a proper remaster that, you know, just copy the system from Parappa 2, dude. The fact that you can see, like, Parappa 2 just shows you your inputs. It just allows your brain to just fill in, okay, that's the delay of my TV. Oh, I didn't get points for that? Okay, that's how I'm mistiming that. That's how I got that wrong. Like, it's such a simple thing. But, man, that really goes such a long way. Just showing you your inputs in Parappa 2. Another thing I love about Parappa 2 is that the game is in beautiful 60 FPS, and all of the cutscenes are now in-engine. I absolutely love that. I love the in-engine cutscenes in Parappa 2. They're just, that's another game, you can't play that and not smile. Jammer Lammy is better than Parappa 1? Okay, I mean, like, yeah, it has more content in it. I like the songs more in Jammer Lammy, but that game, bro, okay, no. Like, that game is fucking retarded. Like, Parappa 1 does the same thing, but that game, Jammer Lammy, is the worst when it comes to just... The game just decides when you get points and when you don't. Like, especially, oh my god, fucking Taste of Teriyaki, that fucking stage, that goddamn song is just impossible. It just... I don't know. Every time I play that, I always struggle with that stage. I always lose like 10 times. I'm always like, okay, I'm definitely doing this correctly. I like mix it up, and it's just... There's no feedback from the game on what you're doing. It's just either... Flip a coin, you either get it or you don't. Like, it is the worst. It's like people meme on Cheap Cheap the Cooking Chicken for just cucking you all the time with weird-ass syncopated rhythm of the song and just, like, the jank-ass inputs that they expect you to input. But, nah, people don't know the real autism that is Taste of Teriyaki, quite frankly. Like, fuck that stage. Are you... Fine, and you're just cracked. Congratulations. Point is, the game does not give you feedback on what you're doing, like if you're doing it correctly or not, whereas Parappa 2 does. You know, it's such a simple change, but man. Into the Spider-Verse trailer. I'm glad you remember that, Logan. Oh, dude. We gotta burn these trees. What do you got to say?
Oh my, can you help us?
Am I into metal? I am not. There are some metal songs I like, but generally I'm not really into it. It's just kind of... Really, I hate the aesthetic of metal. Like, I hate the metalhead, like, look. I hate the leather, I hate the long hair, I just think it's faggy, for lack of a better term. I really don't like the way that shit looks. I just find that kind of insufferable. Actually, as for metal music itself, I don't know. I'm not really into it. There are some songs I like. Like, I remember liking, I used to listen to Tool a lot. I thought they were pretty good. I don't really like Metallica, but I really like the song One for some reason. I don't know why that song specifically just speaks to me, but it's, like, the best thing I've ever heard. Especially the fast part, the... That's, like, best thing I've ever heard. No, Ataru is not Raphael. Ataru knows Raphael, Christian, but that's someone else. Raphael is he's a creature. He's an animal. He's a unique specimen of human. You like the Master of Puppets album? I didn't know you were into that, Kyle. Also, here we are. We're in the most... This is the most wholesome Chungus, precious, squishy Chungus love level of all time. This is just precious Chungus. Oh, okay. We're back in Sunny Villa. That was fun while it lasted. Yeah, he's part of the Low Gang. He named himself after Logan Paul. Wasn't this level the first thing I played on my CRT? No, it was Spyro 2. I booted up Spyro 2, I went into Winter Tundra. Oh, he doesn't appreciate the Logan Paul comparison. I apologize. Well, Logan, you mean to tell me you don't like It's Everyday? Oh wait, that was his brother, right? That was Jake Paul. But you mean to tell me you don't like It's Everyday, bro? London is my city. Damn, that's like an ancient meme. I don't know if anyone remembers It's Everyday, bro. It's Everyday, bro. Jake Paulers. What are you talking about, you fucking senile old man, you know? England is my city. I thought it was London is my... Oh, I farted. Also, yeah, that's right. It's England is my city because it makes no sense. Like, my brain just filled in London is my city. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not, like, fucking... Just, I don't have, like, the retard gene that makes me say fucking... England is my city, because that makes no fucking sense. Like, my brain was just automatically filling in the gaps. I couldn't stop my brain from just reciting that as London is my city. Okay? Oh my god. Okay. Just go. Please get a gold. Fuck you. I did not see the new Ursay series. I'm not really into it. I don't know. I don't like that they replaced the cast, you know? Like, I'm not down with that. Fumi Hirano is, like, the Lum. Like, no one else does Lum except her. Like, she's just... That's like Nozawa is Goku. Tom Kenny is SpongeBob. Fumi is Lum. Like, I don't want to hear this little fucking... This Zoomer over here, you know? This little-ass kid. Especially now, I'm sure Fumi Hirano has, like, a sexy, mature voice. You know, that's what I need to hear. None of this fucking... I don't even know what her name is, you know? This little J-pop voodoo. This is bullshit, you know? Fumi Hirano is divine intellect. But... whoever the other chick is, that's enough voodoo for the next 10 centuries. I do vaguely remember you telling me about your weird-ass dreams, Logan. Oh, it's Pat Strikes Back! Wow, what's up? Long time no see. Okay, well now we're... Not expecting to see you here, Pat. What's going on?
Congratulations.
They actually did get it. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cute. That's nice. I did not know that. That's a nice little surprise. This is the Bizhawk shuffler. Basically, it's really cool. You should definitely try it out. It is... You use Bizhawk, which is an emulator that supports a bunch of different emulators, basically. You could play PS1 games, GBA games, Genesis, SNES, like a lot of old consoles. Like, pretty much the PS1 generation is where it kind of, like, tops out, you know? Like, there's no PS2 games in it, unfortunately. It switches... You give it a list of games. It's kind of janky to set up. And then it will switch between the games at random intervals. You can set the interval that you want the games to switch out. I don't need to be rushing right now. This is not I'm like in time trial mode because I'm in Crash 3. You can determine the interval you want the games to switch out, like a minimum and a maximum. My minimum is 10 seconds, and my maximum is 2 minutes. The way it switches between games is with, like, save states. It's not based on anything in-game. So, nothing is stopping the switcher from just stopping you while you're in midair. In fact, it often does. It often does do that. Like that, right there. It's kind of cursed, but it's really fun. And if, like I was saying before, if you're like me and you're way too used to these games, it's a good way to kind of reimagine them. Not reimagine them. What the fuck am I saying? Sorry, I had a long day at work today. My brain's not 100% caught up to my mouth. My marbles are full of mouth today. It's a good way to play them, like, it's a fresh way to play them. That's what I'm trying to say. There you go. RetroArch? I've never used RetroArch, or is it RetroArch? I'm not sure. It's just randomly loading save states, yeah. It makes a save state in the game it makes a save state, like, say I'm playing Spyro 3 and I jump off this cliff, it's going to make a save state right there when it makes a switch, and then I'll play whatever other game, and then it will randomly switch back to Spyro 3, and it will load that save state of me jumping off the cliff. Jump of the cliff, gamers. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. How am I going to do this? There we go. Gotcha. Now this is fucking top quality, having Pat in the chat. That's very nice. This chat strikes back. Alright, let's see what we doing here. Like. And yeah, I'm trying to get 100% in all the games as well. I'm 743% will be the total amount. Yeah, Duck Station is absolutely amazing. It's great. Like, I'm so glad, because EPSXC was just so crap. Like, it's the only emulator that's, like, closed source, which is weird, you know? That and Project 64, I think, are the two emulators, like, big-name emulators that are closed source. And EPSXC is kind of, like, obsolete now. That guy's cleaning up the mess of PCSX2? Oh, that's good, yeah. I have a new weirdest completion percent number. FNAF World is 157%. That's weird. Steam Deck is not available in your country? What country would that be? Neo-Pakistan? Oh, fart, hold on. Oh, yikes. That was cool. I'm glad I'm streaming right now. Yeah, EPSXE is pretty archaic. Seven out of 7 fart. Thank you, Lowton. Yeah, it's low 10. Liam played one of your games. He was impressed. One of your weird, like, island adventure games. Arlo reference? Yeah, bro. Beetle Station? Is that like something else, or is that just a meme? Is that like Abortion by Awakening? What was your game again? I forget what it was, Lowton. Was it Island Adventure? I don't know. Did I just like pull that out of my ass? I don't know. Oh, it's real. It's real, son. Hyper Crystal Respun. Okay. What is Island Adventure? That's something else. That's not you, then. I think that was what he played. He played something of yours. I'm going backwards, right? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm going this way. Islam Adventure. Yeah. Crash Bandicoot Warrior of the Torah. Hey, look. You know, you made a game. That's more than I could say, you know? More than most people could say. Not expecting anything AAA, you know? The fact that getting anything together is impressive. You know. Hope you appreciate my backhanded compliment. Did you ever get a better gaming PC? Yes. Also, hello, Nicholas Moss. It's been a minute. Islam Adventure in Europe. That's right. Thanks for that info, Logan. That's very nice. Were you or Jake ever re-release Crash's Love, Crash's Life? That is a deep cut. I don't know that I still have it. And I haven't really spoken to Jake in quite a while. Because I was kind of being a retard on Discord. I won't really get into that right now, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he has it. Or I feel like he probably... oh my god! Holy shit. I mean, it's been a minute since I've talked to Jake. I don't, know him super well at this point, but I feel like he probably would not be down with seeing that video again. If I just had to guess. Okay. Oh. Boom! It's kind of weird that Spyro 1 is noticeably, like, quieter than the rest of the games. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
Spyro.
Oh my god, the music is so based. Based on what? Based on just love and preciousness. Dude, I'm like just going in the Chad levels of Spyro 1 and then just going to the gay little lizard throwing. It's like, damn, bro. It's just how far the mighty have fallen, No, I get that Spyro 1 is lonelier. Like, it definitely has that kind of feeling. There's not, like characters are not really populating the worlds as much. But, like, it is literally just quieter. Like, the game just does not make as much noise as Spyro 2 and 3. That's what I'm trying to say. One thing you have to be mindful of when you are doing the shuffler is that you have to pause it by pausing the emulator. And I'm going to do that right now just to get a drink of water. Because I don't know why I said it like that. I was going to say Woda. And then I just said water, and I kind of combined them. And yeah, that's how I noticed it during the Bizhawk Shuffler. Was because, like, that's not something I would ever notice, like, playing the games normally, Like, I play Spyro 1, and then I switch, like, especially if I was playing them on, like, my on my PS1, like, the time it takes me to switch games, I would not notice that. The PS5 is overrated? What's that? PlayStation 5? Is that like... That's like a new PlayStation? Never heard of that. It's really interesting. They don't fucking exist, is what's going on. Anyway, let me, let's see. A PS5 doesn't have a right to know. Nor does it even have a right to be. Oh boy. Chase level time. This is where we're gonna die a lot. Diz nuts. That's right. Now I'm curious, has anyone in the chat seen any good movies lately? Because I'm down to watch lots of movies. I got a movie collection on my website. Anyone here that's checked out my website, hope y'all appreciate that. And anyone that doesn't know about my website, should definitely look that up, because it's really cool. The film collection on the website. Most recently, I watched The Wicker Man. Well, actually, most recently I watched... Fucking goddamn it, dude. Come on! Oh, shit! Man, I cannot do this. I cannot do this right now. No, what was I saying? Sorry. Like, normally this is no problem for me, obviously. I could get, like, I've gotten platinums on all the levels, but, yeah, when you're just randomly dropping inputs and bumping into shit, you know, it's like... The newest movie I've seen is, I believe, the FNAF movie. No, most recently I watched, I had my friends over to my house, and we watched, Tremors, which is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorites. Because I just kind of love everything about the vibe of that movie. The effects are, like, insane. They're so cool. It's just, like, written perfectly. It knows when to be funny, it knows when to be serious. Kevin Bacon's funny. Fred Ward is funny. Rhonda's, I forget the actress's name, but Rhonda's really cute. You know, it's just, it's great. It's so good. What are they up to now? Why do you keep asking me? Oh, it's so good. Love that movie. Oh, shit! Alright, I think if we switch back to Crash 3 and we just react to what we're doing, I think we have a, we should have it. We should have the relic. I want the gold. Yes, Spinal Tap. I keep hearing about that. I want to see that. I want to see it because it's got Michael McKean in it, who I like. AKA Charles McGill. My parents got me some stuff for Christmas, which was very nice. They got me some Blu-rays. They got me some movies that I've not seen, because I didn't really give them, like, you know, ideas of, like, what to get. So they just kind of winged it, and they're like, oh, we think you'd like this, so here's a Blu-ray, check it out. I got a movie called Nobody, the one that's got Bob Odenkirk in it. I'm interested to see that. Seems like a, you know, fine enough action movie, aka, as I like to call it, Better Kill McGill. You know, so that seems pretty interesting. I will watch TMNT 2 eventually. That's, I always get around to things eventually, you know. I kind of enjoyed that first TMNT movie, even though it was kind of whack, yeah. And yeah, The Wicker Man, that was the movie apart from Tremors, which I've already seen, I saw The Wicker Man, which was really great. I should clarify, not the remake with Nicolas Cage, the original from the 70s.
I've got a restraining order.
And it's pretty good. My top 10 TV shows. I don't know that I have a top 10 exactly, but I definitely have a couple favorites that I like to go back to a lot. Breaking Bad is obviously, you know, Breaking Bad is essential. Better Call Saul is pretty good as well, you know. Because I don't watch a lot of TV shows, but my current favorite at the moment has got to be The Sopranos, you know. I mean, if we could put anime in the mix, I love Urusei Yatsura. I have that series on Blu-ray. I really want to watch it. I just haven't had the time. I've been just, you know, my free time's not unlimited like it used to be. And when I have free time, I like to play games or stream or do shit like this, you know. So, yeah. There's a gem back here. Yeah, look at that. These rat fucks. Thoughts on the Sonic and Mario movies? I've not seen either one of them. Between the two of those, I think I'd rather watch the Mario movie. Because that Sonic movie, it just looks like a giant pile of crap. Like, I don't know why people like that movie. I just kind of hate the way it looks. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not hating fans of Sonic, but
Thank you for rescuing
just
my
damn,
pal.
that is I am not in I'm not into the style. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, other favorite TV shows. The one I'm really into at the moment is The Sopranos. That's great. As far as anime, Urusei Yatsura is amazing. I mean, there's always... okay, SpongeBob, first 3 seasons, that's probably my favorite show ever, if I had to just say one. Oh, I did last year, like at the end of last year, I did watch all of Jimmy Neutron. That is a fucking that's actually just a great show. Like, unironically just great. It's really good. It's so funny. It's just, I have like so many like fond memories of that show. It's really nostalgic to revisit. And it's also genuinely funny. Like, there was one episode that I actually just laughed out loud at. It's good. Video James. A man named Otto. You and those fucking Swedish movies, Thor. I swear. I did enjoy Ronya the Robber's Daughter, though. That was a great movie. That's probably the most out there thing I've watched. I did when I was little, Loten. The TAC show. I did watch that when I was little. Yeah, I've heard Sonic 2 is better. Genghis Khan. I'm just not really into it. Not really a style that's for me. What level do we have to do now? Let's do Toasty, because this is where we're gonna die. Oh, wow, okay. We're doing this now. Yeah, I do like Max G's idea of like a kind of Who Framed Roger Rabbit style of animation for a Sonic movie. I think that would have been better. I just really don't like the shit live action. Live action, quote unquote. Brothers Lionheart. I remember you mentioning that to me. I could tell I don't have a top 10 favorite movies, but I do have like a top kind of couple. Like, my number one is The Incredibles. That's like pretty just unbreakable. I don't think I'm gonna see a movie that I love as much as that. But Incredibles just speaks to me so much. I don't know why, you know.
To get a turbo boost.
When I'm watching that movie, I'm like, the hell? Is that me on there? To quote Uncle June. But, yeah, The Incredibles is my favorite. My number 2 is probably a movie called Paths of Glory. It's an early Kubrick film that's really, really, really good. Is that a bug in there? And that's Bobby. The fuck is this? Let's see. Oh! Okay. Okay. Good. Good. We're living. Oh! Please. Please. Yes! They're not advancing. The Mirage is getting away from them. They're still in the trenches. Yeah, Monsters, Inc. is your favorite Pixar film? That's a respectable choice. I do love Monsters, Inc. But Incredibles is not my favorite Pixar film. It's my favorite film, period. Oh! Oh! Come on! Fuck! 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 Okay, this should be it. That should be it. Nice. Okay. Bizhawk Shuffler Challenge. I'm enjoying it. Really, I'm enjoying the chance to talk to all my gamers. Moo. There you go. Bug. Of course you would have a copy of Bug, Logan. If anyone in my chat was gonna have a copy of Bug, it was gonna be you. You fucking living virus. Sorry, I'm just joking. Yeah. You absolute animal of Sega stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oi! 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 There we go. Nice. Okay. Conker's Bad Fur Day. I've not played that. Also, hello, Miguel Neves. Men of Outrageousness. That is us. Oh! Oh! I was looking away for a second. Oh god, this part is like threading the fucking needle. Okay, I'm definitely gonna fuck this up. Let's see. Like, even without the shuffler. No, I'm not. There we go. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. Shut up! Fucking bitch. Fucking cunt, Zoe, I swear to God. Guys, is that Freddy Fazbear? I should chill Corn Kids 64? I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't played much of Corn Kids. I was playing it a bit. I'm enjoying it, but it has an issue. It's like super short, because I understand it's like an indie game, but the levels are too fucking big, and they're too long. That's what it comes down to. You know, I feel like that's a thing with a lot of these kind of indie 3D platformers, is that they feel the need to make their games, like, the level's ungodly huge. Like, that was an issue I had with A Hat in Time as well. But it was quite bad with Corn Kids. But I'm still enjoying it. I love the visuals. It's such a nice looking game. Even though I'm not really a fan of like the filtered like N64 style textures, I think that game leans into that style really well. Child corn? Holy shit. Genghis Khan, were you Khan Man originally? Was that your name originally? I want to say I forget exactly, but yeah. Vaush loves child corn. Oh, okay. Zoe has the best character dialogue of any game ever. What's, thoughts on Minecraft nowadays? I haven't played much Minecraft. You know, that's a game I gotta try on my new PC, because my last PC could, like, barely run it, because Minecraft is, like, the most bloated pile of crap ever when it comes to that, but, now my new PC could definitely play it. So I'm kinda interested to try that, to see how well the game runs. When I play Minecraft, I tend not to really play the survival mode. If I ever play the game, I'm playing with friends, and I kinda just get impatient with that game. Like I said, I like these days I tend to prefer games that are really kind of focused. I'm not like a super creative person. I'm not a creatively minded person, so whenever I try to like make a house in Minecraft, I just get frustrated. You know, I can't like decide on a design that's good without just copying someone else's or just making the same thing every time. You know. Oh, you got beamed for saying the N-word in a video. That's cool. You should talk to Liam about that. L. Tooted. Also, yeah, Jack has good dialogue in Jack 1. Wah! Oh, sorry. I was about to, like, hiccup or something. Wah! Or or also where he goes yeah, doing the spins. That's the best dialogue. Oh, dude, fucking this, like, just hold on, bro. Like, I can't right now. This is so just like, this is peak gaming. Like, fuck every other video game that exists. If you like any other game, fucking kill yourself, because this game is so good. This is just perfect. I do have to try out Open Goal.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer
She has such a cute voice. That's Melissa Disney. And the fucking cringe remake. Fucking shit voice acting. God, fucking hate remakes so much, man. Oh, okay. Well, shit. That's so annoying. The fucking run button in one game is the break button in another. That's just terrible. That's so cursed. Yes, hey, JPs. If I'm saying that right. Make Alora a struggle fight, Cage 4. Oh yeah, because Melissa Disney, she's the voice of Vivi. Yeah, and Tom Kenny just sounds bad in the remake. He sounds so much better in the original. God, fuck the remake, man. I fucking hate remakes so much.
Tight turn.
Oi! Why is this level so ungodly difficult? Like, that's just so weird. This is one of the hardest levels in the game, and they put it right at the beginning. There's no fodder. This is really weird. Also, hold on. Fart incoming? Oh my god, dude. This is just cursed. I hope my videos don't... This stream doesn't end up on some, like, porn site. That would just be terrible. That would just be abominable. I don't know what it is about working that makes me just have to, like, fart like crazy. Like, every time I get home, it's just Toot Central. And they smell, too. It's like fucking Zyklon B in this house. It's crazy. It's just bad. What do you eat? That's a good question. I've always just done that. I have an overactive fart box, you know? Eat a load of cheese, I think you mean to say? Yeah. I did have, like, a pizza earlier that had some cheese and bacon on it, so yeah, there was that. There's this pizzeria near where I work, and they do this kind of slice where it's fucking this penne alla vodka with chicken and bacon. It's so fucking good. Yeah, I just don't burp. That's another thing. Kyle can attest to that. I just do not burp. I've, like, never burped in my life. God bless you, Liam. Who's Liam? Liam's not here right now. Also, hold on. That was cool. Liam's not here right now. Liam's dead. No, just kidding. Liam is, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably asleep. I have burped before. But it's, like, rare, you know? It's, like, an occasion. Like, every time it happens, I, like, remember it, you know?
Hi, Spyro.
I bet you can't catch all 15 of the lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master. Alright, let's get the fucking lizards. Yeah, this stream is definitely part 1. We're not going to be completing any of these games in the stream. The first game that I'm going to complete is probably going to be Crash 1, if I had to guess. Followed closely by Crash 2. Yeah, that's Kyle. No, Liam is Eddie Utmost. It's weird that his channel name has, like, Eddie in it, because that's not his name. I don't know why that's like that, but that's just kind of weird. That's just like a That's like how I was called the Stimpy Land at one point. You know, it's not my name. That's just a pseudonym. That's a fake name. That's not real. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. We're running away from the boy. That's what we're doing. Man, the Crash 3 movement tech is not nearly as fun as the Crash 2 movement tech. The neutral slide jumps, they're kind of cucked. Neutral slide spinning is where it's at. Oh, okay, nice. Uncle Gubsy? They got rid of Hunter's coolness in Reignited. Oh my god, dude. Don't even get me started on fucking Reignited and how they just fucked up the game so much. Like, dude, people are gonna fucking play that game, and they're gonna hear fucking Juliet, and it's just some generic woman voice, and it's just like... It's just cursed. Like, they're rewriting history. It's fucking bullshit, okay? It's like literally whatever like historical lies you think are like important about, like, oh, they lied about this, they lied about that in history, literally not as important as fucking them just retconning Juliet to just be a generic girl voice. Like, they actually are just fucking... It's like they can't keep getting away with this. This is just fucking fucked up. Like, it's not acceptable. Yeah, fuck remakes, man. Just kill all remakes. Shit. Every remake is, like, bad. Goddamn. Oh, okay. We're back in CTR. Yeah, no charm at all in that game. Charmless experience. Yeah, like all the fun, edgy. You're so right about that, Logan. That's like, couldn't have said it better myself. Like, I love just kind of like I don't know, just like the underdog kind of charm of like the PS1 games and their chunky visuals is just so lost when they just look like generic fucking Pixar movies. So lame. But cinematically scored cutscenes, oh my god, fucking cringe. Wait, hold on. Wow, nice. Will I ever review my PS1 collection? Perhaps. I don't know if you say that because you've seen me review my PS2 collection, but if you have, I thank you for that. Oh, the Ratchet & Clank remake. Okay, if it's between Reignited and the Ratchet & Clank remake, Ratchet & Clank is easily worse.
Welcome to Town Square.
Like, it's not even a contest. Like, the original, like, Reignited at least is just kind of like, it's just Spyro again. Ratchet & Clank remake is just, they made everything worse. Yeah, damn. Look at all, I'm seeing all these familiar faces. This is so nice. We got Lowton and fucking, sorry, not Lowton. I meant to say, Skid is in my rule. Not Lowton, fuck Lowton. Lowton's not interesting. I already knew Lowton's here. But yeah, we got fucking Skid is in my rule, Look, Nicholas Moss, all these people I recognize. All these names. So nice. A lot of things are the same, but a lot of things are not the same. They're different. Whoa!
Want in action.
And Pat, of course, Pat. How could I forget Pat?
World's best driver. Bapu moves so fast, you munch tracks.
I'm here. I did forget. How could I forget Pat? Wrath is the better Crash 4. Sorry, not sorry. Again, I'm really tempted to say that. I would much rather play Wrath because it's over in like a day. You know. Crash 4 is just like fucking torture. They won't let me leave. I uninstalled that game a while ago, and that was like deleting Facebook. It was great, you know. It was like that was what I needed. The Hot People Convention. Amen. Amen to that. That's where it's at. That's right. I figured out the dead zone thing. Your video was fine. Oh yeah, nice. Okay. I do remember that look. You helped me figure that out. Sly 1 is the best Crash 4.
What have I got?
And yeah, Crash 2, the original, does have like the weird fucked up dead zones. That's interesting. I don't know. Insane Trilogy just kind of controls like ass sometimes. I don't know why, it's weird. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where is the lizards? A lizard with a ladder. Yeah, I deleted Facebook a long time ago. Actually, when did I think I want to say I was using it as recently as 2018, which is just kind of cursed. You saw Chris Chan? You sure?
All right, if you can...
Wasn't he in prison? Who is it you think you see? He was asking Carl questions about religion. Carl? Who's Carl? Oh, I see. Never had a Facebook, you were not missing anything. Alright, let's see. Just use your mom's account? That's good. Oh, come on. Shit. Spyro shoe. Oh.
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto.
Have I ever played Final Fantasy? I've not. I'm not really into RPGs. Kingdom Hearts is kind of the exception. Like, I've played Thousand Year Door. I remember liking that game. I never beat it. I liked Mario RPG, but I never beat that. You know, I have to say, even though I spent all this time shitting on remakes, that Mario RPG remake actually looks really nice. Because, first of all, Mario RPG is kind of like Parappa 1, where it just kind of feels like ass. Just from, like, old jankiness. And like I've said, bad games are the games that should be getting remakes. So it definitely seems like there's a chance to improve the kind of responsiveness of the game with that. And the visuals are really faithful to the original. Like, one thing I love about that remake is that I love that they don't attempt to hide, like, the abruptness of the animations. Like, I love that. Because I could just imagine, like, some other, like, soyware studio would just be lame and try and make everything, like, super fluid and seamless and, like, HD with, like, Nintendo hire this man graphics. you know. But no, it's like they didn't do that. They're not hiding the fact that this is like a goofy little old game. And I love that. That's so great. It's just so, like, wholesome. Like, Mario's still a little chunky boy. Animations are so abrupt. I love it. It's great. I really want to play that. And Kyle, my brother, got it for his Switch. And we kind of... That's, like, how I play Switch games, is I just use his Switch, because I don't have a Switch of my own. Deleting Twitter was your deleting Facebook. Honestly, my deleting Facebook really was my deleting Discord. That was the one that really was like, that was really bad. Should not be using that, you know. Because, yeah, Discord's the worst one. Discord is the fucking devil. Alright, here we go. I have played Mario Wonder. I didn't beat it. I enjoyed Mario Wonder. I thought it was really good. Some of the stuff... Discord? Okay, I mean, I guess two problems with Discord. First of all, just... I mean, I guess this is more... I'll to take a kind of libertarian stance. It's more like, you know, just... You should use social media responsibly. Social media is bad for a lot of people, you know. I'm one of the people that social media is really bad for me. You know, it's better that I just don't use it, you know. Like, publicly, anyway. And just Discord's just kind of whack like that. But that's really a problem with any social media. Like, there's Matrix, which is like a, you know, kind of a Discord equivalent that I use, and Matrix, you know, kind of rooms would have the same exact issue as that. The kind of more mechanical problem with Discord is the fact that it's, you know, proprietary closed source software that, you know, could probably be spying on you. It most likely is. Or what it's really doing, it's probably, you know, taking data from you and using that, selling it to advertisers and whatnot, you know. Like the whole meme they say is, you know, when the service is free, you are the product. And it's just generally, you know, any kind of messaging app you'd want to use, you'd want to have something that's open source, and you'd want to have something that is end-to-end encrypted. Meaning that the only people that have access to your messages are you and the person that they are intended for. Like, Matrix, as an example, is a protocol that uses end-to-end encryption, so that Matrix's kind of maintainers, they couldn't read your messages even if they wanted to. You know. Because the whole thing with Discord is that you're trusting Discord to not spy on you. You're trusting Discord to keep your messages private. Whereas that system really should be trustless. You know. And protocols like Matrix, there's XMPP as well, those are trustless systems. You don't have to trust anyone. You can just trust the code itself will not allow mischief, I guess, you know. Got a Debian baby here? Yeah. Nice. I am a Linux truther, yes. Oh, okay. Shit. Let's see. Okay. We gotta go over here still. Did I get that lizard? I didn't. Yeah, it's called Matrix. Specifically, Matrix is kind of the server software, the program that, you know, for the boomers in the audience, the programs that you run. You download Element and you use that. That's like the program that you're using. Matrix is the name of the server stuff that's running in the background. Matrix can technically use, like, you can technically have multiple different kind of chat clients for Matrix, but like in practical terms, everyone just uses Element. That's like nobody's using any of the other kind of Matrix alternatives. There's some interesting ones. There's like GoMux, which is like a terminal one. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Favorite Crash boss? I mean, I don't find any of the Crash bosses particularly good. I would probably say N-Trippy from Crash 3. I think that fight just aesthetically is so awesome. Anyway, let's save in Crash 2. And yeah, I'm not into Arch Linux either, JPs. Like, that's just... It's not my thing. Like, raw Arch Linux. I was gonna try installing it on this, but I just couldn't get it to work. I use Manjaro, which is like a fork of Arch. What should we name this? Chunky. I'll do, you know what, Lunix. There we go, because that's what we're talking about right now. Lunix. Yeah. Arch Linux is just like... It's too bare bones, you know. There's too much stuff that just doesn't work out of the box, you know. It's like this is not something that like normal people can use. I mean, there's like Endeavor, which is basically Arch with an installer, which I would love to use, but that was another thing. I tried to install it and it just didn't work immediately, so I was like, fuck that. I don't know why, you know. Endeavor and Arch, tried installing those, they both had issues. I started up Manjaro, it had no problems, you know. Like, basically, the best way to, the way that I do it is I just use Manjaro, but I just neglect POMAC. I don't uninstall it, but I just don't use it, because POMAC, that's like the package manager. I have to kind of explain some of this stuff. POMAC is like a package manager. You know what, I'm not going to explain it, because it's not interesting and it takes too long, but POMAC is just kind of fucked up. So I just neglect it, I just don't touch it. I'll just leave it on my system, it's just there, doing whatever it wants in the background. I'm not fucking with it. Yeah, I don't get the hate either. Like, apparently it's Manjaro's maintainers of just kind of like, they're just kind of weird. You want to like Linux? Then like it, dude. That's what it comes down to. You gotta take the plunge. I mean, what distros have you tried before? I would try Manjaro. Manjaro is probably the best. The thing with Manjaro is this. You start up Manjaro, learn how to use the package manager Pacman. That's the thing. Or Yay. That's like the... That's the, like the kind of... That's like the package manager that people kind of use on Arch Linux. Yay is technically like a package manager help. It's whatever, you know. Basically, learn about Pacman, learn about Yay, learn what those are, learn how to use them, and then start using Manjaro, and that's, in my opinion, the best way to use Linux. And the desktop I would recommend KDE. Because KDE is kind of buggy and it's kind of annoying, but it's just so full of features. I do not remember the image you sent me last night, Logan. I've had a long day at work. But I'll check it when I'm done with the stream. Debian testing? Yeah. But Debian's good too. You can also try Linux Mint. I've heard that's pretty good. You know, the package manager on that is like good. It's not like shitty like POMAC. So yeah. I mean, if you want to try Linux, just... And any distro is good, you know, like anything is better than just using, I don't know, proprietary soyware like Windows. I mean, obviously Windows has its uses, you know, I don't look down on Windows users at all. I get why people use it, you know, it's, you know, people use Windows the same reason people will use Ubuntu, you know, it's the most widely supported, accepted thing, you know, it's just, you know, you're like... You're in the main kind of ecosystem. But, yeah. That was kind of word salad, I apologize. Use Classic Shell to make Windows 10 look like XP? Yeah. See, you're the kind of person that should be using Linux, you know? Because that's another thing with Linux that's so nice, is that it's so customizable, you know? Okay. Oh, shit. Aye. Oh. Hold on, wait, I gotta read what that says. I can't remember what distro it was, but I was setting up a TV PC and figured full-fat Windows would be pointless just for running movies and shit, but DPI scaling for 4K was fucked up. Spent way too much fucking around with it and sucked balls and just put Windows on it. Yeah, what year was that? That's interesting, because Linux has definitely gotten better a lot in, like, the past few years. But this could have been recently, I don't know, you know. There are times where Linux just does, like, not want to communicate with you. See, it kind of depends as well. Like, that's the thing. If you're going with, like, a bare-bones distro like Arch or Debian, like raw Debian, you really have to know, like, what you're doing. Otherwise, you're probably going to run into issues like that, you know. Like what you're describing kind of sounds like my first experiences with Arch Linux, because I have Arch Linux just installed in like an old ThinkPad, and those were kind of my initial experiences with that, where I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm spending way too much time fucking around with things just to get it basically working. But because that was like an extra computer I didn't give a shit about, I didn't bother, you know. It definitely wasn't Arch, okay. Oh, and this was this year, okay. Yeah, interesting. Or last year, I should say. I forget that this is 20... I'm going to be saying this is 2023 for a while. What was my peak sub count on the Stimpy Land? I think 4K subs? Nice. Papu's nose does look like a mouth on his mug. I always get fucked up by that. Or his mouth looks like a nose, yes. I don't know if I said that the other way around, but yeah. Yeah, Linux is kind of cursed. Oy. God, these fucking crates, man. DPI scaling is shit in Windows 2. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm more willing to forgive jank on Linux, because it's like, this is like open source stuff that people are like developing, you know, just for fun. I mean, not exactly for fun anymore. Like, some people, they do like, you know, they do have motivations for doing that, obviously, making shit, but like, you know. I mean, Linux is free. You can't like get that mad when you spent no money on it, compared to Windows, which costs money and is like just as broken. Oh, okay. Nice. Here we are. We're in Crash 1. Alright, good night, Kyle. See you. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, JPs. That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Zenyatta. Definitely give Linux a shot, though, if you have the chance, you know. Best way to try it is to, if you have, like, an old laptop running, like, hanging around or something, try installing Linux on it. Try toying with it, seeing it, and, yeah. Yes, I do know that, Christian. They are vertex paintings, much like the Spyro skyboxes, the, pictures on the doors in CTR. Which is why they look so nice.
Crash.
Yeah, see, you can try that. Yeah, that's probably Linux needs like a kind of modern system to to play games on. Like, you can game on Linux now, which was definitely not the case like a few years ago. But your system needs to be, like, pretty modern, I would say. Like, you can't, like, play, like, games on an old, you know... You could, like, emulate games on an old laptop that you just find laying around, but... You definitely can't just, like, play Steam games or whatever on that. Like, even if the computer is powerful enough to run it, your computer just doesn't have all the parts it needs to kind of interface with Proton or whatever the fuck it's called. You're just way too familiar with Windows 10? You know what? Honestly, Pandy, you gotta just make the plunge. That's what you gotta do. You gotta just say fuck it, install it on your main system, and you're just gonna get used to it, you know. And eventually you'll come to love it. Also, I'm gonna have to fucking get those goddamn crates again. Okay, no, good. I don't have to do that. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to play anything else on a PC other than... Also, yes, Pat, I was going to say that, dual booting. That's what I did initially with Linux. I had, like, an old ThinkPad that I installed Manjaro on, and it kind of ran like shit. And I played around with it a bit on there. But I didn't really get used to it until I just said, fuck it, and I tried installing it on my main computer. I put an SSD. This was like a SATA SSD, but I put an SSD in my computer, my old Dell from 2011, and I started running Linux on there, and I would kind of just use it. I tried using it as like my daily driver, as they say, and definitely took some getting used to, and there were definitely times where I kind of fell back on Windows. Oi, 8 me Linux, 8 me Windows, love me Spyro, simple as. That is based, exactly. That's all that matters. If your computer can run Spyro, that's all that matters. There's literally no other, like, use for a computer to just play Spyro. Or Crash. That's it. That's, like, all that matters. Yeah, and I was going to say, that's eventually what I did. I dual booted, and there were times where I would fall back on Windows, as I was kind of adjusting to Linux. But eventually, I started using Linux so much that like... I mean, I don't remember the last time I've used Windows. And obviously, this computer I have now, the new one I built, doesn't have Windows on it at all. So, yeah. Croc is getting a remake, or... Oh, shit. Yeah, I heard that there's an open source port of Croc as well. Didn't Croc get announced for that, like... What is that? Carbon engine or something? I forget what that is. No, that was Tomba that got announced for that. I would recommend that, Panny and Pat. Try dual booting. Have, like, get an extra hard drive, put it in your computer, install Linux on that. Obviously, be really careful when you're installing it. And, yeah. Oh, God. Fucking damn it. Gex is getting re-released on that, too, yeah. I don't know. I don't resent them, necessarily. I really don't. But I don't really have a desire to go back and watch them, Loten. I'm talking to you. Yeah. I'm kind of like, I'm content with them, you know, they're a nice little piece of my history, but I don't think I'd really want to go back and watch them, personally. And I'd probably say some weird shit, too. Like, I could just imagine, like, I don't know, all the, like, nonsense that's coming out of my mouth. Speaking of, there it is. Okay, nice. There we go. Oh, okay. Nice. So much for that.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete.
You're a pretty good athlete. The voice actor for Captain Quark is... He's not well. I don't know if you know that, JP's. That's Jim Ward is the voice of Captain Quark. Let's do... What distro would you recommend for a Windows baby? Any distro is good, but I would say, I mean, Ubuntu is one that people use. Ubuntu kind of has a lot of weird, like, shit out of the box that you kind of gotta fuck with. Linux Mint. Yeah, I would say, like, Linux Mint, or personally, I went with Manjaro. Manjaro is just... Manjaro with the KDE desktop environment. I would recommend that specifically. KDE is the most like Windows, but it's so full of features. It's really nice. Like, you're gonna feel like... Oh, shit. Also, hold on.
Oh, too bad.
Yep. I would say Manjaro, actually, because... Manjaro, because you have access to the AUR, which means you're going to have an access to, like, a lot of extra software, which is nice, that you wouldn't get on the other distros without using, like, flat packs or, like, whatever weird extra package meant. Like, that's the thing. It's just, there's all this other shit you got to learn. It's like, you got to know what flat packs are and how to use them and just blah, blah, blah. It's like, you could just learn Pac-Man, learn Yay, and that's it. And then you're pretty much set up with Manjaro. You can get whatever software you need to get. And KDE, it's like, there's so many features in that. You'll be amazed you could ever deal with Windows, you know. Pretty much every, like, little feature, it's like, oh, I wish I had this little optimization that I could do. It's like, yeah, you know, it's great. I have to thank you, Load. This is so nice. You always just use XFCE? XFCE is really good, too. XFCE is nice and light. I like that. That's one thing KDE bothers me, that's so bloated. Thoughts on Oddworld and Medieval? Medieval is, like, whack, but I kind of like it. Like, let me just say, you know, there's a streamer, Best Guy Ever, and he has talked about Kingdom Hearts 1 having what he calls Unga Bunga retard gameplay, which is funny. No, if you want a real Unga Bunga retard game, that's Medieval, you know. It's very charming, but it's very retarded. The game's just kind of fucking ridiculous. Oh, shit, it's the Sopranos ending. Okay, there we go, nice. Don't stop believing. Yeah, that Medieval remake, I own it. I have not played it. Because it ran like shit. And I was just like, well, great. Fuck that. And these cunts wouldn't give me a fucking retard. A retard? They wouldn't give me a retard. They wouldn't give me a refund. Which pissed me off.
By concentrating, I should be able...
Also, yeah, Logan, Bowser talking is kind of cursed. I don't know that I vibe with that. I find it really weird that, like, Bowser talks in Mario Sunshine. Does anyone else find that weird? Or just characters talking in general in Sunshine? What is the general consensus on Sunshine in my chat? Because I really like that game, even though it's kind of... It has a lot of issues, but I really, really like just the aesthetic of that game. It's the only Mario game that takes place in, like, a real place. It's like a unique setting, you know. It's not just like, oh, here's... You're entering the floating blocks dimension. And yeah, the blue coins are really bad. I'm not going to defend that. That's terrible. And just also the weird... Like, the weird completion requirements for that game. The fact that you collect shine sprites. But... I don't know. It's so weird that... Right? The whole system of... Shine. Shiny. There we go. That'll be the name. The whole system of having, like, oh, okay, you can play the levels in any order you want, but you still need to get, like, you need to just do all 7 levels in every, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm having trouble Englishing right now. It's getting kind of late. English is a little too difficult for me right now. Also, that's Artisans. I feel like I've really not played Crash 1 at all. Like, I've gotten far in it, obviously, but I'm still, like, in the first island, is what I mean to say. Because I think, yeah, well, we finished the first warp room in Crash 2, and then now Crash 3, and now we are finishing the first world in Spyro 1. Now, I need to remember what I was talking about, right. No, just Bowser talking, and characters with voice acting in general is so weird. Mario! How dare you come into my home unannounced? Oh, nice, okay. Mario! I fucking hate black people, Mario! Here we go, let's see. Rolling Stones. You're in Britbong land, it's nearly 2:30 a.m.? You just gotta deal with it. Like my friend Paul, I get in calls with him all the time, and he's just up when it's like midnight for me. It's just literally like 6 a.m. and that's just when he's up. Yeah, like I think Mario 64 kind of has a better just sort of, you know, like game kind of flow where it's like, oh, you know, you play as much of the levels as you want. You can, you know, you need to. Whereas Sunshine, I don't know. How do I describe this? Mario 64, all you need to get are stars. You can get the stars from, theoretically, any level. You know, any level that you have access to. So you can kind of tackle the game in whatever order you deem fit. If there's a really hard level, most of the time you'll be able to just avoid it if you don't want to do that. But Sunshine is not like that. Sunshine, you have to play 7 levels of every level. You have to play 7... You have to get 7 shine sprites in every level to beat the game, which is just so weird to me. It's like defeats the entire... Like what the fuck is the purpose of the blue coins? Because the shine sprites don't unlock anything. You know? There's no reason to go for blue coins unless you're getting all of them, and fuck that. There's fucking 240 of them. Damn, working night shift? That could not be me.
Hey, look!
That was kind of sick. Oh, you're a fucking Walmart stalker. Damn. In Louisiana. Wow. So nice, I got little chunguses from all over the world watching me. How precious. Man, I've been doing this for a while. My voice is starting to get tired. I'm thinking I might call this stream quit soon. I'm trying to think how much more I want to go. Because there's not really going to be like a clean stopping point for me when I play. You know, like... Because I'm going to be in the middle of levels, like, in each game. But that might be fun to just come back to next stream and be like, oh, hey, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm doing hockey? Oh, okay, great. Thinking about working at a GameStop. Well, that's nice. I don't know how nice that is, actually. Customer-facing jobs are all kind of... They're all kind of cursed. I do customer service shit, unfortunately. CTR widescreen 60 FPS, I have not tried it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of falling behind on the chat. It's just, you know, kind of hard to keep track. You know what? Okay, I'm in Crash 3 right now. So, I'm going to leave, like, these 10 conversation threads that I've started and jumped between. I'm going to just leave those in the air, which I suppose is what I'm doing, you know, which is what I'm doing, right now, you know. There you go. Sorry, I got kind of distracted. Yeah, kind of what I'm doing in the games, right? I'm leaving all these games hanging. I'm going to leave all these random ideas in my head hanging. Because I am getting tired, and I'm getting hungry as well. Might grab myself some food. Okay, well, anyway. This is a really fun stream. Glad I got to do this. And I will be seeing you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and take care, everybody.